Yo, how you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's been a while since we made a show. So we have something new for you guys. We're gonna do from now on. It's gonna be me and Marshall. We're gonna do like a kind of like a podcast, interactive podcast kind of thing, where we just discuss everything that has to do with Chelsea. We're gonna go back and forth, and so the conversation is gonna be a little bit more fluid than we used to be. Like it's more like when it felt like a Q&A. It's not gonna be a Q&A anymore. It's gonna be like a fluid kind of show. Marshall, how you doing, my man? How was your weekend?
Doing good, man. A lot of exciting things. A good week for football in
Yeah.
general. A decent week for Chelsea. I'm not sure if it was a good week for Chelsea. Fucking, Premier League. You guys need to open up an unemployment department because you're just sacking every manager right now, bro. Every manager's getting sacked, man. Left and right. No one's safe anymore, bro.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ. But it's been a
Eh,
crazy week for football. We got a lot to talk about, man. And
yeah,
yeah,
you know
for
what?
sure.
You know what? Starting about like managers getting sacked. Let's talk about the manager who refused to get sacked. My guy is hanging on to
Fucking
dear lives, man. You know what he
Ali at the
reminds me of?
wheel.
I don't know if you
What?
watched if you watch Jaws, like the movie Jaws, man, when you had like that
Hmm.
shark, and that fat guy was just holding on to dear life not to be eaten, and that's basically Ollie, man. The guy refuses to die, man. He just refuses. He just
Yeah.
like his
Hi.
last win, his last win, right? When was his
Uh-huh.
last win, Marshall? Do you remember when was his last win? Like in the league, other than Spurs, did he win any games?
God damn it, dude. I don't actually remember.
I think it was Villa. Other than the Spurs game, it was only
Maybe
Villa, right?
Villa.
Actually,
Maybe
Villa beat
Villa.
them. Villa beat them 1-0, didn't they?
I have to actually
They
check. I actually had
did.
to look this
They
up because it's
did.
been so fucking long. Like, Man United, when was your last fucking win? Holy shit.
It was against Spurs,
So
but
true.
before that,
They beat Spurs on the 30th.
yeah,
Was El Sakiko. Yeah. Before
s-
that,
yeah,
yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing we're going to have here in the Premier League, apparently. Before that, fuck, even Villa beat them. West Ham
yeah.
beat them. They beat West Ham. They beat West Ham in the
But was it like 1-0, right?
like
Something's
yeah, it was 2-1. It was 2-1. It was by
2-1.
one
Okay,
goal. Yeah.
yeah.
So that was in the 19th of September. It's
So
been
basically,
almost 2 months.
they succeeded where Liverpool failed, huh? But we'll get into that. We'll
Yeah,
get into that. We'll
yeah,
get into that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you
But
know what? That's actually yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna ask you, Kai. You ever seen the movie? You know Austin Powers, right?
More or less. I'm not a fan, but yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. I mean, for those of you who get it, you get it. I saw a meme on Reddit. Fucking, you know how to do the face swaps now? There's this one fucking scene in Goldmember of Austin Powers where the guy's in the golf cart and he's in this really narrow corridor and he has to make a U-turn and he's like trying to fucking turn it back. That was Ollie at the wheel right now. Man can't turn a car around if he even wanted to, man.
You,
It's bad. It's been so
you,
bad
you
for
know
him
what's
and I don't know
you know
how he's
what's
surviving.
You know what's the song
Yeah.
that United fans that are singing right now? All is at the wheel. Oh, how shit does it feel? We're always taking L's.
It's bad. It's so bad. And
Oh man.
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta think, what the fuck was Ronaldo thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what must he be thinking right now? And not even just Ronaldo, but fucking De Gea. De Gea's having a
Yeah.
good season.
He
Like
is.
from
He
what I've
is.
seen,
Yeah.
he's making some really, really top quality
Hmm.
saves. But
Yeah.
his defense is absolutely like Shaw and Maguire. I don't know what the fuck happened to Shaw, man.
Yeah.
Shaw was one of the best. I would argue he's probably the best left back last season. You could argue it. All right. I mean, I still believe maybe Chilwell gets in over him, but Shaw
Yeah.
was amazing last season. This season, he doesn't know whether he's playing football, women's football or men's football, bro. He doesn't know what the rules are anymore. He's looking at Maguire. Maguire's looking at him, and they're like, "What are we doing? Like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Are we are we playing? What's happening?" It's bad. It's bad. Even Varane can't fix it. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bro, but it's not even about like Varane. Just like you know what they remind me of, and this is people in the
Hmm.
chat. Yeah, it is not me dissing Lampard, but there is a lot of similarities between how he sets up the team and how Lampard sets up the team, and it just shows the level. If you remember, like how like at the end of the Lampard like tenure, yeah, how we were conceding goals for fun against every team that was playing against us. It's really is similar to how United is getting beaten in midfield. They're getting like counterattacks. So it just shows you like how horrible like of a manager on a game in-game manager Ole is, man. And it's if you're a United fan, you are like, how many L's do we have to take for this guy to leave, man? It's like he's not wanted anymore. Even like I don't know if you guys know, like you probably know Mark Goldbridge, yeah, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah,
I refuse to say Ole out, and now the guy says Ole out all the time, man. He has
yeah.
no love for the guy. He wants him to leave, and for United, it's just like I just think he overstayed his welcome. I just don't think they're getting any value of him as a manager. What do you think? Do you
Ali,
think he should?
in,
Yeah, yeah,
in,
go ahead.
in my opinion, Ali should have been what I thought Lampard should have been, which is a
Mm,
transitional manager,
yep,
right? Things didn't work out with Mourinho for whatever reason, even though I think it's really stupid to. Every time Mourinho gets sacked, I don't think it's because of results. I think it's because of like egos and
yep,
toxicity and all that shit. But at the same, like that you have to like weigh in your options here. Like, would you rather deal with egos and all the toxicity, or would you rather win? You know, 'cause Jose was gonna lead them somewhere.
yep,
But for me, Ali should have been the transitional manager.
yep,
We just need you to come in. You don't have the experience in the Prem. You're a legend per se, right? Come here for a season, steady the ship, and let's look for another more serious manager, a top class manager.
yep,
Conte was out there. Pochettino was available at the time.
yep.
I don't really rate Pochettino, but whatever.
Same.
And so on and so forth. There were options out there. And
Yep,
I think the Glazers, I don't know whether it be to save money or because they really want to give this project an opportunity, which, in my opinion, I don't think the Man United squad is much of a project as
yep,
much as Chelsea's was a project, which it was all youth kids and all that stuff. But it's just I think they're making an error by not going to another guy, and they're sticking to their guns. You see the bad results against Man City. You see the subpar results against Atalanta in the Champions League. Like,
the rate from Liverpool as well.
yeah, like, and nothing's happening.
Yeah,
I think the United fans have to accept that until they at the end of the season, because I think at the end of the season the Glazers are going to evaluate and see, okay, has he improved the team? Have we gotten better results? Have we won a trophy? We're going to look at
yep,
every single, outlier
yeah,
and then
yeah,
make a decision. But until that happens, I think they're going to just stick with him. And if it gets worse for Ali this season, if he ends up finishing worse than last season, he's out.
yeah. But
If not, he's probably going to stay.
you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? It's like with Arsenal United fans, they're like, ha ha ha, our managers like outlasted Lampard. I'm like, yeah, but at what fucking cost? At what
At what
fucking
cost?
cost? At what cost? Like, look, you're losing your will to live. Like, I know United fans who like look at Mark Goldbridge. Look, like he lost like 10 kilos, bro, just for him like suffering, like
Yeah,
wanting
Mark
that guy
Kovic
to
looks
leave, man.
he
Yeah,
looks
he looks
depressed, bro.
he looks
He looks the
paler than
unhappiest
usual,
I've
bro.
ever seen him, bro. No, it's true. But speaking of
Yo,
Man United, dude, what have I been saying, Kai? I've been saying
uh,
for a hot minute. As amazing as the attacking football is for Liverpool, that defense
yo,
is almost. I'm not. It's not as bad as Man United, but it's
yo,
almost as bad as Man United. Even with Van Dijk, even with Matip, even with Joe Gomez, even with fucking Konate, Trent Alexander-Arnold, which everyone loves to fucking overhype. Still a liability defensively. I don't know if you saw the goal that Zuma scored,
hmm.
but my man Trent Alexander-Arnold had front row seat to seeing that goal scored. He just watched it, just like,
Oh,
damn, Zuma, you can jump really high, and just watched it go in. Like it was shambles. It was shambolic, and you know what? We saw. I've been saying it all season. I've seen like little bits and pieces of it happening where like they were conceding goals, and maybe like against Brentford. Brentford was like the prime example. Against Brentford,
yep,
they had Liverpool on the ropes. They had Liverpool
yeah,
on the ropes. Liverpool could have lost that game. Same thing with us, obviously, but regardless, we didn't concede the goal. We didn't end up losing, but Liverpool could have lost that game. And we see
yep,
oftentimes now that Liverpool are conceding a lot of goals. I think how many goals did they concede this season so far? 11, I think,
yeah.
for the
Something
Prem.
stupid. Yeah,
Something stupid, which I think history has shown that you after a certain amount of goals conceded, you usually aren't able to win the Prem.
But Marshall,
So
what
yeah,
did I say? What did I say? I've been saying this for a year. Liverpool are trying to build a title-winning squad with a budget on a budget, and now the low quality of the budget is starting to show. As soon as they get an injury, you see their level like go down from here to here, man, with one injury. You know what I mean? So it's not sustainable, and I just don't. I just think they're competing with teams who are much richer than they are, either with like the actual revenue or with the willingness to spend. I honestly don't think that teams can compete with Chelsea and City as far as financial. You can say United, but United do it, but they don't have the structure that these two teams have,
yeah.
the cutthroat that Chelsea and City
You don't,
have.
but you don't think Liverpool has the finances, just the wrong owner that they like FSG just doesn't
Yet
want to spend any money on players or
they have
whatever.
they have the owners, but they don't have like the uh, I guess the ambition to use those resources in order to actually win something. I guess they have different goals. For them, I think how American like owners
I was
do.
just about to say, I
Yeah,
think it's
they
something
don't
to do
want to
with the
put
American owners.
yeah they don't want to put money in their pocket, man. Look how many times Robbie's like stands
No,
outside of
here's
the
the thing.
Emirates
Here's the thing.
trying to get
Here's
these
the
guys
thing.
out.
They do want to make money, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they think Liverpool is like a stock, whereas like you just set it and forget it. You don't have to reinvest in it.
yeah,
But the thing is, this is a team. With any team, you have to invest in the team so that it stays at the top.
yeah,
It's not like a fucking like you're buying stocks from Apple and then maybe
yeah.
Apple will have a good day and Apple will do its
They
own
have a
thing and
bad
maybe
day.
it'll
Yeah,
have a bad day. Like Kai, you just got a nice Apple Watch, the stocks went up, and then the next
hey,
day,
man.
tomorrow, it's gonna go on the fritz, gonna electrocute you, and that's gonna be a lawsuit, and then the stocks go down. That's not how
Yeah,
football works, man. That's not how football
it's
works,
not.
unfortunately.
It's
And
not.
this
It's
team,
not.
like, and this Liverpool team, like, let's get it right. They're a great team. On paper, they're a great team. But with any great team, you have to have some rotation. You have to have some new faces, some up and coming players. Like, look at our team, right?
Well,
Kai Havertz, up and coming. I know you don't like him, but Mason Mount, up and coming. Trevor Chalobah, up and coming.
yeah.
Fucking Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you can even say, up and coming. Callum Hudson-Odoi, up and coming. And these players and Timo Werner, up and coming. These players get rotated in. It's not just a veteran team like you have your Sane, not Sane, Mane, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
Salah, Firmino, but like and Jota, but like who else is there in that team? They're an
Nobody.
aging team. You're gonna
Yeah,
have your best 11 for how long? For how long
yeah,
do you think that best 11 is gonna stand?
yeah.
Like even England had their golden age, but after a certain amount of time, after a certain age cap, you're just not gonna perform as well as you
No,
used to.
but even your best 11, they need motivation, and if you don't have that motivation, the
Mhm.
team, it shows in the Chelsea team of the 2014 15. They won the league. They were first from August till like August of the year after. But after those
Mhm.
players already won the Premier League, it was difficult to make them hungry to win the Premier League again. Sir Alex himself said, in order to keep having a winning squad, you have to keep competition within that squad, and they just don't have that. Like
They don't.
if the front three is injured, who do they have? Fucking Origi.
James
Origi is the
Milner, bro.
bro. Origi. You know what? Origi is the equivalent of wanting to get Italian food and not affording Italian food, so you go to Tesco and get the value meal, bro, or Tesco or Costco, whatever you have. Yeah. So it's just like that's the Liverpool
Mhm.
squad, man. To me, man, it's not a very good squad. So for me, they
Yeah.
were. That's why I call them the historical Leicester. They did good to win the Premier League once. I just don't see them win it again. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So, yeah, I feel you. It there's no competition, and you know what? As much as we were talking shit about Divock Origi, or you were, I was talking shit
Yep.
about Divock Origi hard on the Discord. Which, by the way, guys, join the Discord down below where you can talk to us and watch games with us. But I was talking shit about Origi, and the motherfucker just scores. So, I mean, listen, I agree with you 100%. This team, this Liverpool team, has
Yep.
absolutely no fucking depth. I don't know where they think they're going to improve on. Like Mo Salah can only carry you for so many games, and now the goals
Yep.
are starting to show that they might dry up. You
Right
know,
up, yeah.
it's just how long until you get another attacker? How long until Jota steps up? Because Jota is like, I guess, the youngest of the attacking three.
Mm.
How long until Mane steps up, you know? And then when they step up, where's the competition for them?
Yeah.
You know, like Firmino, he has his place. Salah always has his place. No one's
Wait, did
pushing
Salah
him
sign
to
his new
improve.
contract? Did Salah sign a new contract? Because I know he has like a year or a year and a half
No,
something left.
but he did have an interview with Sky Sports, and he said he can't imagine himself leaving Liverpool. He would be really sad if he ever had to play against Liverpool. And whatever, I mean, that's Salah, you know,
I mean,
man, Egyptian
Coutinho said the
Traore.
same, bro. Coutinho said the same. I think
Ah,
Suarez
no,
said the
yeah,
same. Yeah,
yeah.
just
I mean,
words.
that's the South American speaking, man. I don't know about them. You can't trust their words, man. Trust me, as a South American, man, we just say things that people like to hear. But but yeah, man, it's that Liverpool. We'll see how it goes. You know what? This Liverpool result helps us. And
Yep.
I hate to say it because I hate when like what happened last season in the very last game that we needed Tottenham to bail us out.
Yeah.
In a sense, we had Liverpool bail us out this weekend. And I mean, did they help widen the gap? We're 3 points ahead of Man City, 4 points ahead of Liverpool now, which is good. But we could have been 6 points ahead and fucking 7 points ahead of Liverpool, you know? And I don't know. Do you want to talk about the Malmo game first? Or do you want to talk about this Burnley game?
Do we
Or you
really
want to
talk about
keep?
the Malmo game? That Malmo game was one of the most boring
Well,
games I've ever seen in
it
my
was
life. Man.
boring, but I wanted to get your opinion about
Yeah.
four players really.
Go ahead.
So the Malmo game was boring. We did get a result. I think that game desperately. I think we're starting to see against these lesser teams that we desperately need Lukaku back, because I think Lukaku is the way he plays, the way he bullies around the box, and just, you know, the shithousery. We do kind of miss
Marshall, you
that.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. All right. I don't know if the stream just paused. I'm just gonna keep going. But with that Malmo game, I feel like it desperately needed a Lukaku.
Yeah.
And we see now that we're missing him, especially even in the Burnley game yesterday, how we do miss Lukaku, which thankfully after international break he should be back. But I think overall thoughts on four actual, you know, players. Havertz, to me, and look, I hate to keep beating on Havertz. I love Havertz. He's my favorite player on this team easily.
Yeah.
I
Same,
am
man.
excited to see him play. I'm excited to see him become what he's going to become. In my opinion, he's going to become one of the best, if not the best German player in the world. Just give him some time to develop, time to find his paces and get, I guess, really, really put some physicality on, work on himself and all that. Give him time. But as of right now, you got to call it like it is. And I think he's been very underwhelming.
Yep.
I just, you know, that Malmo game, it's a game where even the Norwich game, like you can go as far as back, the Newcastle game. I think he scored against Newcastle, but it wasn't like overall outside of the goal, it wasn't that impressive.
Can I
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask you though, which of our attackers are you impressed with? Because today I actually had this discussion with Alexis. Big up Alexis, Texas. No, sorry, not Alexis, Texas. Alexis Kafkas, bro. Don't look up Alexis, Texas.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah, but like he's like said the same. Like a lot of our rivals are saying like, oh, Chelsea. The reason Chelsea are not scoring goals because of the back three, yeah, like back three tax. But you could say the same thing for our front three tax, because usually we play against more defenders and midfielders than we do have attackers or midfielders. So I think looking at, I'm going to use it as an argument, because if you look at a lot of our attackers, any of our attackers, all of them are similar. Havertz, I think, is our second highest with 4 goals. I think 4 goals in our competition. Then you have Lukaku's also have four or five of the competition. No, after yesterday, Reece and Kai on the same goals. So that just shows you like this is our team. There's an issue that has to be resolved somehow.
I think with the team we desperately lack proper finishing. Like I'll be honest with you, because when you look at the stats of yesterday's game, for example, Burnley, Kai, this could be a lower number than it actually is, but we had 20 shots. 20 shots.
But that doesn't mean much if it's not like a good shots. If it's half chances, like
But
we usually get.
What that tells me, when you say 20 shots, so what that tells me is that we were in and around the box, and we were creating some opportunities, whether they be good or not. We had opportunities to get it on goal. We only had 4 of them on target. So it was 24 shots. Thank you, Real Chris. 24 shots at the Burnley goal, which means we were there. Like we
were there, but it's the same thing. It's like just because you're around the goal and you're talking to a goal doesn't mean that you're gonna convert that. The whole thing. It's the same thing, bro.
I think what it is too, like when you think about it, when you look at the games, when you see how our formation plays out, we play a high line, and when in games against Burnley, against Malmo, realistically, when you look at the formation, it's like maybe 1 that's defending or 2, and then the rest of the team like 8 2-8 against like 11. Like we have all our players up front helping build up the play. Like they're in there. They're just not finishing. With Kai, even in that game with Kai, in the Malmo game that I was talking about, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, which I think, in my opinion, Ruben has completely proven me right in the sense that I thought he was going to.
Here we go. No, I knew you were gonna do this, bro.
But the thing is, you can't like deny it. Though.
People at home. If you look closer down at Marshall, you can see him getting a little boner from Ruben Loftus-Cheek's latest performance.
No, but the thing is though, like besides the boner, the thing is though that Ruben has been really good. He's like our Kovac's replacement, for example. Like let's just say that because he plays a lot like Kova, but we don't have Kova right now. But he's been doing that Kova role in a sense, and he does have to work on his finishing. He's trying to get shots, and he's passing balls, and he's finding Kai Havertz, which is one of the most frustrating things that we've had in this team last season, is not finding the players, not finding the through ball passes. He's doing it, and he's only been in the team for like what 3 months, 4 months, 5. So he's picking up on people's runs and all that, and we're getting in dangerous areas. But for example, Kai in that Malmo game had a breakaway 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he didn't finish. Finish. So I think the issue is that we have a finishing problem, and the same thing is going to happen with Timo probably when he comes back. But I think that's what I mean. Like I think lately we've been seeing that we do miss Romelu.
But can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Though?
Yeah. Ask me.
See, Kai is a young player, right? Like, I don't think, in my opinion, it's what's the difference between us and Liverpool? Yeah, Liverpool, the front 3 has consistency with each other, right? They play with each other, they have the chemistry, they know how to play with each other. Us,
and they're also like in their prime.
Yeah, but we keep exactly. But the same thing with that's a good argument though. Like if Kai Havertz had more games, he would know the rhythm, he know the movement, the off the ball movement of the other players around him. You know what I mean? But us like keep switching, along with the fact that our players are very young, inexperienced. It shows in how we play. It shows in like their positioning on the pitch. And for me, even though like people are criticizing Kai, but he played the same amount of games
21.
As Mount. He has more goals than Mount, and he has those goals split into different games.
Yeah.
So.
But that's what I mean.
I just think it's unfair. Yeah, it's unfair to criticize Kai when we are bigging up a player like Cho and Mount to have less of an input.
I think more so my criticism is like these are things that Kai needs to improve on in order to like come into the team. Like right now, the way Kai's playing, he's not starting. Yep. He's not going to start. Like he hasn't deserved his start.
Who would you start over? Who would you find?
No. But okay, so overall. I'll get there. But I was going to say like. Even though Ziyech scored a goal and it was like a nice goal and he's been looking a little better, still not impressed with him. I'm still not impressed with him. I still don't think he's been doing great.
He's a Ziyech sexual, by the way, if you guys don't know. He's a Ziyech sexual.
Yeah, I've been one of Ziyech's biggest defenders because I feel like a lot of criticism about Ziyech has been unfair, but I got to look at it how it is. And in that Malmo game, he was better. He did run and he did score the goal, but bro, how long? It took you how long? And this is, you had multiple opportunities. You still didn't impress me. It wasn't that good of a performance. It wasn't a 7. It wasn't a 6. It was it wasn't an 8. I mean, it was maybe a 6 or a 5 out of 10 performance. Like it was okay. So even Ziyech for me, like, isn't in the starting lineup. Kai Havertz, he's probably ahead of him, and he's probably, I don't know. They're kind of up neck and neck, but like, they're going to be coming in as subs, and hopefully, Kai does pick up for him, work on his finishing, because there are opportunities for him there, and he can score goals. For me, in that front three right now, when we get our players back, I think our best front three is going to be, and you might not like this, but we gotta admit he played really well in the Malmo game, especially that goal. That goal was basically all him. It's going to be Timo Werner, Lukaku, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Callum has been looking decent. He's been looking like one of their better attackers. Like, obviously, give Pulisic some time and see what happens, but Callum has been looking decent.
But where would you play Callum? Where would you?
I'd play him at the right.
At the right. You play William at the. Williams. Bro, Williams scarred me for life, man. Yeah, he's giving me nightmares. But would you play Werner like on the left and then Lukaku up front?
Lukaku in the middle, and I think for now that's what we do until it doesn't work, because Mason's gonna end up being on the lineup. We already know it's gonna happen. Like
I don't know why, but yeah, we move.
Either Timo's gonna play on the left, or it's gonna be Callum on the left, and then we're gonna have Mason on the right, or whatever. So we know Mason's gonna be in there, but I really think Callum, in the very beginning, it wasn't that great, but the recent performances, just that goal against Malmo was fantastic.
He's been decent, man. I've been impressed with Callum.
Decent. He has stepped up.
I have said this to you, and I've said it to many people. Yeah, I've been impressed with Ruben. Ruben, for me, right now, is one of my favorite midfielders at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. For me, him and Kovacic are the reason why I watch Chelsea, because I actually enjoy watching them both play. And I think when they both played in the pivot, that was our most fluid football so far this season.
That was a cool pivot. Yeah.
And then Odoi for me is very, very good. So I think for me, Odoi this season has been better than Mount. So for me, it's unfair that Mount start over Odoi, because Odoi's input this season has been better. Like, outside of that Norwich game, or let's face it, like, even you could score against Norwich, yeah. Like that game, he other than that, he hasn't been doing anything for him to deserve to start for Chelsea Football Club right now.
I agree.
I would argue that both Timo and Shaw has been better than Mount this season.
No, and I would 100% agree with you. Like, listen, and that's not to say that Mount isn't going to step up at some point. I know that right now, like any player, look at Hazard, man. He's going through bad form. I'm sure Ronaldo has gone through some bad form.
You did not do Ronaldo.
No, I'm just saying
to Mount, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying they're the same player, but I'm
you know
just
what
saying,
that's like. You know what that's like? That's like comparing caviar to gummy bears, bro. That's what you just did there, bro.
Both are great. But no, my point is that, like, every player, no matter what level, they go through patches of bad form. And with me right now, like, Mount is going through a patch of bad form.
Yeah, but do you write it out, though? That's my whole argument about, do you write out his bad?
I personally, if I was a manager, if I was Thomas Tuchel, I don't keep starting him.
But he doesn't. He didn't start. When is the last time he started him?
Well, he was sick. Otherwise,
no. But even before he was sick, he didn't start for us. He was on the bench before that.
He had a game, I think, or 2 games.
What?
The Norwich game he started.
Malmo, the first one.
Yeah, the Norwich game he started. And then he played the Malmo game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Norwich game. I think he came from the bench. But either way, man. Yeah. But that's a good point. Again, Pulisic. What's gonna happen with Pulisic, bro?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. Like, we right now, as of right now, I my front three would be Werner, Lukaku, and Callum, because Callum can play on the right. We'll see what happens to Pulisic. Pulisic didn't look too bad when he came on against Malmo for a little bit, and then he came on yesterday for Burnley. But even coming into the season before he got hurt, he wasn't that impressive. He wasn't. He just, let's just get it right. He got a goal against Crystal Palace, but he wasn't that impressive. He was losing the ball all the time. I don't know if because he had an injury. I don't know if because he's just out of form. I want to see how he plays. And I'm going to be watching him during the international break that we have next week. I'm going to be watching him to see how he does with the U.S. But we'll see how it goes. Because the other thing, too, is like when we don't have Timo on the left, we do miss a little bit of attack on that side. I mean, Callum has done a great job of stepping up. But I it would have been nice to see how Pulisic had performed as well,
Yep.
because Pulisic is really good on his day. And also, we haven't seen what Pulisic is like playing against with Lukaku, which I also want to see. So Tuchel has a little bit of a headache ahead of him, but as of right now, I think in this break and when these players have had the opportunity, the only ones that have stepped up for me
Yep.
have been Ruben and Callum. Kai and Ziyech still need to do some work, in my opinion.
Yeah, you mean from okay. Who
From
for you?
the past 2 weeks.
Who for you has been like the best player so far? Come on,
Come
say it,
on,
bro.
bro. You know what
Say
I'm
it.
gonna say.
Say
You know
it.
what I'm gonna say.
What? Who?
Oh man, Lubin Loftus Cheeks, bro.
No, I'm saying
Man's
from the beginning of
been
the season, bro. From the beginning of the
oh
season.
from the beginning of the season. You want me to say like an attacker, or can I pick anyone from any position? Because I have my opinions on people from certain positions. If I can pick anyone from Kai's frozen, but if I can pick anyone from any position, I'm picking Reece James. Reece James have been the most impressive for me when he's been fit. If I had to pick an attacker though, that's
Who
tough.
did you say? Who did you say from the midfield?
If I had to pick any position, I would say Reece James has been the most impressive for me so far.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Reece James have been very impressive.
I would argue that the man, the legend, that is
Kova.
Kova, but you know, Reece James
No,
has also been
Kova.
good. You know, I love Kova. I love
Yeah,
Reece James as well.
no, of course. Kova has been he stepped
5
up as
assists
well.
already, man.
A lot of people have stepped up. People were complaining that
Yep.
Kova doesn't get enough assists. He's like, all
That's
right,
5.
hold my beer.
Yeah.
Fucking started fucking banging in the assists. But if we're talking the attack, I mean, the one that's impressed me the most so far, you'd be surprised, Timo. Timo looks like Timo's looked like
Yeah,
when
he
he
scored
was
a few
fit.
goals.
He's already got 4 goals, I think, this season, I believe, or 5.
Yep.
And he's been looking. He's
been
looking
unlucky.
more sharp.
Yeah.
He's looking more alive. He's looking like he's in the mood to score a goal. You know.
Yeah.
So that's been good, and he's been shooting more. Which I remember in the preseason we were talking about it. Like, in my opinion, you're not going to score a goal if you don't fucking shoot. And Timo's biggest problem was like, do I pass? Do I shoot? Do I pass? Do I shoot? Like, so it was indecisive. You're a striker, man. Your job is to shoot, score the goal, take the glory. I don't care if you want to, like, you know, don't be like Lukaku, share the ball. Like, just be selfish sometimes. It's okay. Just go for it. Because we need more goals as it is. Shoot, and he's been shooting more, and sometimes they haven't been
We
great.
need all
but
the fucking
sometimes
goals we could get, bro. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
shoot. Why not? But I want to move on to
he was unlucky
the
though.
early game.
He was unlucky as hell though, Werner.
Yeah, he's
like as soon as he came into form, him and Lukaku could use a few games together because I think it is a good partnership with one another, you know. But
Timo
I think
and,
that both of them
Lukaku?
has been very unlucky to lose them both in the same fucking game, you know. But
yeah,
what
that
can
was
you do,
unlucky.
man?
I mean, it happens, but I mean, it was also bound to happen too. Because, like, you know what annoyed me about that, about Lukaku getting injured was literally the press conference before it happened. Tuchel was saying like, "Oh yeah, we need to rest Lukaku more. He's been playing every game. He left
Didn't
Belgium
last.
early from muscle fatigue. Didn't even take
No.
his own advice. Ended up playing him. He got injured." Which
Yeah.
we've done okay without Lukaku. We've done okay. Minus, I think it would have been a great run if yesterday's result didn't happen.
You know what's funny though, Marshall? You know what's funny? Some players can't play because of their because they're injured. Others can play because they have a little toothache, a little bit of a toothache, man. They can't play football.
Listen, man, I don't care what you think about Mason Mount. That doesn't top Ziyech.
Did I say Mason Mount? I did not say Mason Mount, bro.
He's the only one that has a toothache, but get it right, man. Ziyech had a headache and he couldn't play.
He did it. Hey, man. Both just need aspirin, you know, they can play, man.
Ziyech had it up to here with Morocco, bro. That's why he had a headache, bro.
Bro, remember when David Luiz played, like, I think it was in the Champions League with fucking half a leg? And now players like, oh, I have a boo-boo on my cheek. They can't play. Oh, man.
He ended up getting sick because of that toothache, I heard, but I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But yesterday's game, Kai, were you able to watch it? You were able to watch it?
I did watch it. I watched it, and it was horrible, bro. It was horrible, and it's frustrating. Frustrating for me.
It is frustrating, but I want to know, what did you think of Ross Barkley? Because that was interesting.
Ross Barkley, yeah. I I was pleasantly surprised about like how he started, but how he
Yeah.
finished that game, man. Jesus Christ, man. That guy, man. He has the ass of Alexis Texas, and he has the fucking talent of Alexis Texas as well, bro, in the second half. Jesus fucking Christ. He was horrible, man. Second half, he was losing the ball for fun. He was just kicking it out. It felt like I was playing on that pitch, man.
Mm.
You know, and I think like he should have started Ruben instead of him. I don't understand why he started,
Yeah.
because, but I feel like Tuchel is playing. I think Tuchel is kind of underestimating the Premier League a bit,
Mm.
because he is doing a lot of like big rotations against like really mid players. Like, with
Yeah.
all due respect to you know
To the rest of the team, our
Lukaku.
rivals.
I mean Barkley. He's
You know,
how do I
I
put it?
agree with
How
you.
put it in a good way, bro?
Hmm. He's
Yeah, he as far as
average.
talent. Yeah, he is as far as talent. He's equivalent to the girls you find on the dance floor at 3 o'clock in the morning at the club, bro. That- that's Barkley, bro.
God
He's the
damn.
bottom. He's the bottom of the barrel, bro.
I
As far
really
as
didn't
talent,
want to
man.
picture Barkley at the club looking like a woman. That's an image I could
Oh
have
man.
lived the rest of my life without having. I'll tell you that. Guys, by the way, before we continue, make sure you smash that like button.
And
Something's
retweet,
going
share it.
something's going on with the YouTube algorithm or
Algorithm, fucking
whatever
over, man.
that it's bugged or something, because there's no way where you just got like those 15 dislikes. So
Bro,
ignore that.
you know who it
Just
is?
fucking what?
It's Matt Law, bro. It's Matt Law. After I
It's
told
Matt
him
Law.
nobody cares about
Matt
Aston Villa,
Law.
bro.
Matt Law sent everyone against us. uh, uh, but yeah, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Check out the links in the description below. All our content is on there, and we might, if we have enough time, we might let you guys have your say.
Call
But
in,
we do
yeah.
have a lot to talk about it. But I don't think we're being negative. I think we're just being observant. Almighty Blues. I think we're just saying it like it is. There is room for improvement in this team, just like there's room for improvement in Man City. There's room for improvement in Liverpool, and sure as fuck room for improvement on fucking Tottenham, which we will get to. We do need to talk about that. But for yesterday, Ross Barkley's performance, I agree with you. I have pretty much the same exact opinion. I was impressed because for the longest time I thought this player was like dead. But he's been coming on as a substitute. He's been doing decently as a substitute too. Like, he hasn't been playing bad. He was he had that one wonderful pass to who was it? I don't remember. Was it Callum or was it Ruben who crossed it in? Or no, it was Aspie. And then Aspie crossed it into Lukaku for that goal against Malmo or Zenit, I think. And he's had his moments. He's been playing well. But man, you need to learn how to fucking keep the ball down. The man had 3 opportunities. He's shooting like Bruno Fernandes right now, bro.
Oh, Lukaku, Barkley.
No, Barkley. Barkley's shooting like Bruno Fernandes. Bruno, this is the thing I notice about Bruno every time I watch him play. He'll shoot and he'll
inshallah,
miss.
yeah, bro. That's what it is. Yeah.
Shoot inshallah, yeah. And then he'll finally make the wonder 8th goal. And people are like, oh my God, he's amazing. It was like, no one's talking about the 7 other shots he fucking missed.
Bro, you know what pissed me off the most about that game, though? Like the end of it. Like when we were like drawing and we were playing fucking beach volleyball with the ball with our heads, man. They were like heading it up and heading it down like for like 2 or 3 minutes, and we just wasting. I don't understand us. Like, I don't feel like we have enough urgency when we go like from behind. Like, when we're trying to like win a game or trying to finish a game or equalize, we always play so fucking slow. We need to up our tempo, and I don't understand. Like, I think that Tuchel made like really bad substitutes. He could have made them earlier, and he could have made them better. Like, I don't understand. Like,
I think Tuchel takes blame for this one.
When we were down, like, he could have added more attackers. Like, why? Okay, if I don't understand. Like, he should have started with Ruben, yeah, and then he could have brought in Barkley or whatever, or even started Mount instead of Barkley, and then he substituted like Ruben in. Because as much as I dislike fucking Mount, it's still better than Ruben. Not better than Barkley, sorry. It's just it doesn't. I think as much as I love Tuchel, I think he's still a little bit of underestimating the Premier League in the way that he picks the teams sometimes. But we can't bitch when the top of the league. I mean, we are a little bit lucky that
we are
historical
lucky.
Leicester kind of fucked it up today against
yes.
the purple hammers. But yeah, man, nothing
Hammers,
to
which
can't complain
I,
about anymore, man.
that's another team we got to look out for, but we'll get to that
Ah,
point.
come
I
on, man.
think
They'll die off before
no,
January.
you can't underestimate them, man. You can't. They got a result against Liverpool because fucking put Van Dijk on a spliff, man.
Moises
But
hammers. Van Dijk's ever since he
uh,
came back from the injury, he's been sus, man. He's been sus. A
yeah,
lot of people are not talking about it, man.
no, and I've been saying it from the beginning. Like I don't think Van Dijk is, you know, I don't think he's going to come back to his best. I don't rate him like everyone else does, but I do admit he is a world class like defender on his day.
Yeah.
But he's just not been the same, man. I don't know. That game showed a lot of vulnerabilities, man. They were down. They were down the whole game. At no point during the game were they in the lead. That's the crazy part. West Ham just beat them the whole time. But back to the the Burnley game. I think I kind of agree with you with Tuchel. I
love
think
Tuchel. I love Tuchel. People know I'm the one who wanted him like before everybody else.
Yeah,
like
Kai was
back
one of
when
the
we had
first.
the specialist in failure. I wanted him.
Yeah.
Still, bro. And
Yeah, Kai was definitely one of the first. I gotta admit that. But with the lineup, I don't think it was necessarily a bad lineup. And on a normal circumstance, we probably would have gotten away with it. But that goal that Burnley scored was very unlucky for us because when you look back at it, all of our defenders were in an offside trap, and Rudiger had stayed behind. So because of that, then Christensen doesn't go for the guy because he thinks he's offside, and then all that happened, and it was just an unfortunate circumstance. What I also don't agree with you is that even though there's no urgency, I would argue that there's no urgency from the beginning of the game, not just from when we're behind. You know what I mean? I feel like when we're trying, I like Chelsea the best when we get a goal in the first half.
Yeah, but that's an issue. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Issue, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's an issue. If we keep maintaining that, one thing that made remember when Liverpool won the league, every time they went behind, they came back and they were playing really, 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 really good back. And what Kai and Terry are beefing? Which Terry? I'm not beefing with Terry, but but then every time we go from behind, man, it worries me. It's easy to be in the lead, but sometimes at the Premier League, especially if you want to be champions, you have to be able to kind of come back from a loss and kind of win the game, especially against teams like fucking Burnley, man. Literally, one of our players has cost their whole team. So we need to be, and it's one of the issue. We had this issue most of the time under Tuchel where we win games 1-0, and 1-0 is not enough. You have to keep destroying them, man.
1-0 only works when you have as good of a defense as we do.
But
even then, we have good attack.
Yeah, but how often are you going to rely on that attack, though?
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. We do need to. You think we need to create more chances and have a different formation? I think we need to finish better. I think we need to finish better,
bro. We need to finish better, but just like with everything in life, man, you need to change positions in order for you to finish, man.
Yeah,
everything else in life, man, you can't do the same thing.
We'll see, because at the end of the day, too, for example, yesterday it was a weird formation. It was three in the back, right? But it was Barkley as a cam and then two strikers. So Callum was kind of like a second striker to Kai. It was weird. So there's fluctuation in this thing. Red and Blue podcast, you're like a year and a half late with this news, bro.
Yes.
Man saying this right now. But yeah, it was disappointing. I think any other day we would have probably gotten away with a 1-0, which isn't good enough, in my opinion, against Burnley, who's bottom three, right?
Yeah.
But I think I like that Tuchel trusts the players and will give them chances, because at the end of the day, Barkley wasn't terrible. He didn't cost us the game. You know what I mean? So I would have actually even preferred if maybe even Saul would have gotten in. Because Saul's been okay recently.
But do you think Barkley is Chelsea level?
No. I think I like seeing him play and start, because in my opinion, I'm like, dude, if he plays well, we can get rid of him. I'm being honest. Same thing with Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso, as long as Marcus Alonso keeps playing well,
bro. But
There's a
nobody
possibility
wants.
he leaves.
Yeah, but nobody wants a left back with 25 fucking pace on FIFA, bro. Nobody wants that. What is he gonna do,
Bro,
bro?
we gotta
Would you?
we gotta
Would
talk
you? No, no.
to
Would you want a
Sassuolo
fullback,
or something,
bro?
bro.
Would you want a fullback who drives better than he crosses, man? Nobody wants that. Like nobody wants that.
Listen,
Like
man.
we're not gonna get
Listen.
id of him, man.
Listen. And
He's
this
been
is
here for
gonna be a
5 years, Marshall. He's been here for
this
5 years,
is
bro.
this is gonna be a
5 years.
perfect transition into the next topic we gotta talk about.
What?
With fucking Alonso, he could
Yeah.
go off to Tottenham, bro. His homeboy Antonio Conte is right there waiting for him.
Oh my god, the guy who brought him to my fucking miseries, bro.
That's what I mean. But like, if he plays well, he's more willing to move out. But
You know what
listen,
happened to
Yeah.
what's his name, man? That midget from Rory, man. As soon as if bro, if Alonso goes to, because Rory likes Alonso, man. He sings that stupid song that we sing, like the "Run Down the Wing for Me," blah blah blah, all that crap. So if he goes to Spurs as well, because like he literally shed a tear when Conte went to Spurs, yeah. So imagine what he will do if Alonso goes there as well. I hope it happens,
Oh my
man. 'Cause
God.
that guy sabotage. He plays against us. Sabotages us.
Did you hear his press conference though? His
What-
press
what did
conference is funny.
Why would I fucking
was
watch
saying,
press
like,
conference, man?
No, but because Conte always says the beefiest shit, man. Fucking, they're asking him if he was happy with his performance, and he's like,
Yeah.
he said something along the lines that we need to learn how to kill the opponent. I think he
Be
meant to
like
say
Alonso.
kill off.
Be like Alonso. Haven't you done enough killing in your life, bro?
We need to learn how to kill the opposition. He literally says this, bro, and I'm like, yo, Conte first press conference back already saying fucking ignorant shit, man.
Bro, he already did. I swear to God, man. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like, you can play a drinking game every time he says "suffer." Like you will
He
end
does
up
say
like
that
by
a
the
lot.
press conference, you're gonna die, man. Yeah, he's like, we
does
have
say it
to
a lot.
be prepared to suffer with the ball, without the ball, with the goal. Oh
All right.
man,
First question, though, I got to ask you.
yeah, what's up, man?
How far do you think Spurs go now that they have Conte? What
Oh,
position on the table?
I think Conte, Conte
Mhm.
is like a good concealer, bro. He can make a girl go from a 5 to a 7 or a 7.5. So I think he's gonna do the same fucking thing with Spurs, bro. He's gonna make Spurs into, like, before I wouldn't see Spurs finishing 10th.
Mhm.
Like I would like argue them with like 10th or 8th, but now I see them being 6. I see him being 6th or 5th. I think they'll finish above Arsenal, man, for sure. Like 100% they'll finish above Arsenal. I know Arsenal fans are having their like usual like fucking like climax, mid-season
We're
climax,
back.
but
We're
it's
back.
gonna go back down, man. I could see Robbie doing the fucking twist, like tay crap, but at the end of the day, they're all gonna go back to the tears that they're cause us joy. End of the
I'm
day.
not going to lie, though. I feel bad for Nuno. Nuno should have never gotten that job. Should have just stayed at Wolves or gone to another club. Man was given shit and expected to perform, make a wine out of shit.
Yeah.
It just sucks for him. In my opinion, though.
Do you think that Spurs team is shit though? I think it has a lot of really good players, man.
I don't know. It's kind of tough to say.
Who has a better
You know what?
squad? Arsenal or
They're
Spurs?
not shit. Or no,
Arsenal or
Arsenal doesn't
Spurs?
have. No. It's
Spurs.
got to be Spurs. I got to give it to Spurs.
Yeah.
I don't think they're shit. I'm just exaggerating, right? But
Yeah, you are, man.
the way
speak of price, bro.
the way that Mourinho left that club and what they had with Ryan Mason, it was a bad situation.
Mm.
And Nuno had to kind of like stabilize.
Might as well have me as manager, bro, instead of fucking
Yeah.
Ryan Mason. Man.
But the thing is, first of all, do I think Conte is going to last in the club? I don't think so, and I don't think
but-
you do either.
Yeah, but does any manager last? Do you think Tuchel is gonna last at Chelsea? Like managers don't last anymore.
Tuchel has a chance. Tuchel has a chance.
Tuchel, you know what Tuchel is. Right now, we're having that. You know when you start a relationship, the first 3 months, amazing, man. The sex is amazing, the food is great. She lies to you a lot, tells you how great you are, man. And then you put the ketchup upside down, and that's where all the issues like split, bro. It's the same thing with, bro. It's
Why
the same
wouldn't
thing
you
with
put the
Tuchel.
ketchup upside down, woman?
It's the same thing with Tuchel, bro. It's the same thing with Tuchel. Now everything is great, man. Tell us.
Fucking put the ketchup.
Wait until next season, yeah. Rudiger leaves,
Yeah.
yeah. Rudiger leaves. we replace him with somebody from Burnley or some stopgap or whatever, and then you see the real Tuchel. He's
Oh
like,
man.
I am not in a football club. I am in a circus. Didn't he say that for at PSG or something? You know,
I
it's
don't know when he
hey
said
man,
that, but I mean, either club, PSG is probably a circus when you think about it, what they have. But that's
yeah.
a whole
Hey,
nother
but we
topic. It's
also
a
had
whole
like a
nother video.
fucking circus quite a lot, man.
Yeah, we kind of did for a little bit.
We had the Tinder
For
of
me
managers,
though,
bro. That's what we are. We're the Tinder of managers. Swipe them left and right.
this is what I think.
Yeah.
For me though, if because we already know Conte's going to play 3 in the back.
Yeah.
If he can somehow in January get himself a decent right wing back, not this Emerson Royale fella.
Yeah.
Because I think Reguilon's going to be fine at left wing back.
Yeah.
If he can get himself a nice, decent right wing back, and United stay in the form they're staying, I think Spurs can make top 4. But that's as high as they're going to get. I don't think they're going to win
don't
a trophy.
disagree. I don't disagree.
I don't think
No.
they're going to win a trophy, but I
They
think
might-
they can just get top 4.
They might win the salsa trophy, man. What's the name of it, man?
Sausage trophy.
What is it called, bro?
Carabao Cup.
The Eastern European prom cup, man. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Jesus Christ, bro. Maybe.
Oh man.
I doubt it, but maybe. Like, because the thing is, like,
Who
if
are the
Conte-
teams there, man? They can.
they probably could. Conte needs to get the best out of Kane somehow. Because right now, Kane has been.
He's mad.
I think
He's
part of the
upset,
reason
man.
that Nuno has failed, and it failed as much as he did, was because he had a dead striker up there, man. The man doesn't even want to play for the fucking club. He's all upset because, fucking Daniel Levy didn't follow my gentleman's agreement, whatever the fuck. I can't do a Harry
Jesus.
Kane voice, bro. I
I
can't.
you can't even do
I
the
don't have-
accent, bro. Jesus, never do that
my
again,
teeth, my teeth aren't that fucked up, but fucking
bro. Jesus.
Harry Kane not playing for Tottenham, essentially. Son is basically carrying the team, and he's, he can only do so much. And Dumbele not stepping up. Højbjerg, not really. I don't even think he's been being used at his best. And that defense is shocking. They still have Sanchez, Davidson Sanchez. They still have fucking Dyer back there. They got rid of their best defender was Alderweireld.
Yeah, but
They got rid of him.
They have Romeo. We fucking love Romeo, man. He's a very good defender.
Romero's been good. But other than that, like, they haven't really reinforced much there. So Conte's going to have a headache, but I
Did you
feel
hear
like
that-
if he gets the best out of Kane, he's going to be able to get results.
But apparently he has like 150 million to spend in January, you know?
We'll see, because I think as soon as that transfer window comes, the summer one especially, that's when we're going to see some tremors. That's where we're going to see drama. That's where we're going to see they are not prepared to suffer and all that shit. Like,
Fingers
I
crossed,
think
bro.
that,
Fingers crossed.
because I can't. Part of me also is like, maybe Conte won't succeed because, in my opinion, and this might be controversial, but out of all the managers in the world, I don't think Conte makes my top 5.
Oh, that's no. That's mad. Okay, your top 5 managers right now.
Thomas Tuchel,
Mhm.
Pep Guardiola,
Uh-huh.
Jose Enrique,
Uh-huh.
Hansi Flick.
You would have
and
Hansi fucking Flick.
Hansi Flick.
You would have him
Hansi
over
Flick.
Antonio Conte, who won
Yeah.
the league with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That is
Look what
Inter, bro.
Look what Hansi Flick did for Bayern.
Shame on you,
Bayern.
bro.
And now Germany's
Marshall,
playing better.
Bro, Marshall, we can put you in a suit and you would win the Bundesliga, bro.
There was a 5th one too. I talked about this yesterday. I can't remember who the 5th manager would be. Maybe
man, I disagree,
Klopp.
man.
Maybe Klopp. I don't know.
Nah,
Klopp's dying down.
I
But here's the
disagree with
reason.
you massively, man. I
Here-
think Conte
here-
is
here's the reason.
man manager. I think he's one of the best in the world as far as man management. So his motivation, man.
Maybe, but I think the reason I say that is because when you look at what Conte did last season for Inter,
Come on, man. Shame on you, bro.
he won the Scudetto, which is great, but
Okay, what is
he got he got knocked out of the Coppa Italia, and
Yeah.
look at how he exited the Champions
Yep.
League. He couldn't even
But
make Europa, bro,
but
against
that
Shakhtar.
that Inter squad isn't that fucking deep though. It's not that. It's difficult to win with it. Like he didn't have the option
But
that he'd had before.
I mean, come on, though, Kai. They could at least make Europa.
But wasn't that the first title that Inter won like in the last 15, 20 years? It is a big
Maybe
achievements, man.
that is okay. Yeah, that is a big achievement. I'll give them that. But when when you get a manager like, if you want to be top five, you have to be able to compete for all the competitions. You can't just
I don't
compete for
know.
like the
I don't.
Scudetto and all that.
I
Like,
disagree with you massively, bro.
but you kind of
I'll
see where I'm
flick.
coming from, though, right? Like,
I do not, man. I separate myself from this completely, bro.
ah,
That's and I,
nah.
I don't like Conte because when he came to Chelsea, he just cried like a little bitch all the time, and he kept complaining. But
It's Italians, though.
Sari said,
Just
I don't want signing. Don't give me signing." Marina's like, "Sari, what do you think about this guy?" I said, "I don't want signing." And then when you have Conte, is like, "Marina, where is the signing? You said the
Mm.
signing. All you give me is a Marcus Alonso. I wanted
Fuck.
Alexandro, and you give me Marcus Alonso. Look, I can run faster than Alonso." That's the whole fucking discussion when signing these players, man. Or
It's the
Zappacosta,
wrong O.
or
I want
Zappacosta,
Alexandro, not Alonso.
bro. Yeah, imagine like you want like a fucking who did we want as a right winger? We wanted some really good Italian guy. He plays
A right
for
winger.
yeah.
Fuck. Belotti? No, not Belotti, right?
No, somebody in the right back position, bro.
Or Hakimi? Are you talking about
He
Hakimi?
got injured. He got injured in the Euros. I forgot his name, man.
Spinazzola.
Yeah, and then we gave him Zappacosta instead. We gave him the stretched out Mario, bro.
Hey,
That's what we gave him.
hey. Yo, that's Luigi. We gave him Luigi, bro. We fucking what's Conte asked for fucking Mario 64. We gave him Luigi's
My
Mansion,
camera
bro.
seriously
Fucking
died,
A.
bro. Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
It's okay. It's okay. But fuck, that's hilarious, bro. But talk about Zappacosta, man. Fucking, he's actually not playing bad for Atalanta. If only he played like that for Chelsea. He's actually doing decent at Atalanta, bro.
Bro, but
Fucking,
Atalanta level is different, man. Atalanta level is literally
yeah,
the equivalent to the Chelsea women's team, bro. It's not
they're keeping up. They're keeping up though on fucking. They're keeping up in Champions League. They're doing better than fucking AC Milan, bro. AC Milan, what the hell, man? They're doing so bad. They finally got 1 point. 1 point in their fourth game, man. They got a tie, and I thought they were gonna do better especially after seeing Zlatan do that free kick goal he had over the weekend, man. Which you should watch, man. That was a good goal.
I haven't seen
Fucking,
Serie A for a while, man. I haven't watched any yet.
I watched a highlight with today while I was at the gym, and Fikayo Tomori. I left that Inter that Milan Classico. It was 1-1, and Fikayo Tomori jumped for the ball, and he celebrated like he scored it. But then when you look at the replay, it was a fucking Diverge own goal.
Oh my
Tamori
god.
wasn't even close, but fucking Tamori, fucking shameless, bro.
I can't talk shit about Zlatan, man. I love that guy, man.
I love Zlatan too, man. I can't talk shit about Zlatan, but yeah, man, fucking. This Tottenham team is going to be very interesting to watch. Like, I actually, after the stream, I'm probably going to rewatch that game this morning that I missed because I want to see what Conte is trying to build. How he's trying to put them in formation.
Yeah, but you remember it's similar to us when he came to us. Like he saw how the team like kind of plays, and then he just like changed everything. He like I think he's gonna do the same to Spurs. I think he's gonna see which players are gonna work for him and which aren't, and then he's gonna build a team around that. He's that kind of manager. I think he's very good at building kind of like a foundation, a team.
Yeah.
But I think where it's gonna start is we had at Chelsea when he came, we had super like players already won Premier Leagues before, yeah. And then at Spurs, he has people who like the highest they lifted their shoulder was to take off their shirts, bro. They've never like lifted any trophies, you know. So it's gonna be an interesting kind of thing. But I'm glad it's like he is doing it at Spurs, and we don't have to do that fucking experiment at Chelsea.
Yeah.
But we will see, man. The Premier League this season is gonna be very, very exciting. I can already see like a 3-horse race with us, City, and Liverpool. I think United, through very unfortunate circumstances and a heavy Norwegian tax, bro. Unfortunately, will not be participating in the Premier League
Not
race
this season, I
Yeah,
don't think.
yeah.
I'm speaking of United. I know we have this international break coming up, but
Yeah.
I really think we have to take West Ham seriously because they're coming up. I think in
Um,
3 weeks we play West Ham,
Marshall,
or
Marshall,
we
Marshall,
play United.
Marshall.
What's up?
Just like I can't take a guy wearing a purple shirt seriously, I can't take a football club wearing a purple shirt seriously, bro. I just can't. It's impossible, bro.
I think
I think you're overestimating them. Last season too, they started pretty well, and then they fucking just like slammed
they
all the way
finished
down,
top
bro.
six. They finished top six, and they have
Yeah,
a fit Antonio. They
didn't
have
they like
Benrahma
go?
doing
They
well.
kind of declined by the end of the season. It's the same thing they're gonna do now.
Kind of maybe, but they're playing well right now, and we can't afford to drop points. And the last thing I want
When
to
are we playing
do
them next?
2 weeks, November 28th, or in two game weeks rather. That's what I meant. November 28th. So no, that's a United. I'm sorry. That's Man United. I think we play them in 3 weeks.
Imagine if we are the one
Or
who gets OLE sacked, bro.
yeah. Okay, so I wish. So our next games, I got you. There's actually we actually have a tough run of games. This is gonna test us. We have Leicester City when we get back from international break.
hmm
We have Juve in the Champions League, which we have to win that. We have to
Yeah,
win
because we
that.
did lose to them before, like 1-0.
We lost to them by a scrappy, stupid goal from Chiesa, where we were half asleep for that.
Mhm.
And we have to. I want to top this group, so we have to beat them. Then we have Man United afterwards.
Yeah.
Watford on the 1st of December,
hmm
and then West Ham on the 4th. Fuck. So that's like 4 days away. No, 3 days.
Basically,
3 days
the only
rest into West Ham.
the only kind of difficult game is West Ham then.
West Ham is going to be difficult not only because of the quality of I see what you did there, the quality of West Ham, but also because we're going to be on 3 days rest. So it's going to be a quick game, But
So we have the squad for it.
it's
I don't know if West Ham has the squad
yeah.
for it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we definitely have the squad for it. I don't know if West Ham have the squad for it either, and who knows what kind of form they're going to be in by then. But look, Man United is. I don't know what it is about United and Chelsea, where when that game comes up, United turn up. I want to put this to the mud already. I'm so sick and tired of not beating United.
I just don't think we will play good when we play United. I don't think it's because United's been just like fucking half-ass it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's against a
we're
lot of
home
big
too.
teams.
We're home too, so like I really want to beat United. I want to bury them to the ground. I do not like United.
Bro, but United is the only big team who doesn't play attacking football against us. They park in their own fucking half.
Yeah, they play counterattack football. They don't want to admit it, but they play counterattack football against us.
They do.
So we'll see what happens with that game. It's going to be interesting. Everyone, it's crazy though. Everyone's getting sacked but Ali and Arteta. Fucking today, I just saw Dean.
But that's
Smith
why I
got
said.
sacked
That's
from
why I
Aston
said.
Villa.
Like when rival fans tell me like, oh yeah, Lampard got sacked. I was like, yeah, but that's because we have, we have standards. It's like having, you know what it's like,
Yeah.
bro. It's like three guys having like all of them having girlfriend, but
Mhm.
only one having a girlfriend left. Yeah, two of them. No, sorry. Two of them having girlfriends left, but their girlfriend cheats on him. And the guy without a girlfriend, he broke up with him because he cheated. She cheated on him. So the guy has standards, bro. But these two guys, they stay with girls who keep cheating on him. It's the same thing with fucking Arsenal and Spurs, bro. They're just getting beaten and they keep their managers. Don't sack them,
Arsenal
bro.
are
Arsenal
enjoying
United,
life
sorry.
right now. They're okay right now, but I don't know what's going to happen in the next run of games when
I know
maybe
what's
they'll
gonna
get some
happen, bro.
harder.
I
They're
know what's gonna happen, bro.
capitulate again. Dude, this same exact thing happened last season. I don't know. I feel like it's a repeat, but it's crazy though, Kai. Because literally, let me just point out how many managers have gotten sacked.
Yeah.
Watford just picked up Ranieri. They sacked their manager. They got Ranieri, right? Fucking who's the guy
Tinker,
from
man.
Norwich? The guy from Norwich got sacked.
Mhm.
The Dean Smith or the Bruce Smith, whatever the fuck the guy, the fat fuck from fucking Newcastle, he got sacked as well.
It's TC Bruce, bro.
Fucking Nuno got sacked. Fucking and
Everybody
now
but
Dean
Ole.
Smith got sacked. Dean Smith got sacked from Aston Villa. Even Aston Villa sacked their manager after 5 losses in a row.
Yeah.
But here
Except
we
for
are with
Ole.
fucking Man United.
Hey, bro, you know what?
Fucking
Ole is a cockroach, bro. Cockroach survived the dinosaurs extinctions, bro. That's Ole, man.
Ali at the wheel. I gotta find that video to show you, bro. It's such a funny fucking
Ole
video.
is at the wheel. Oh,
But
how shit does it feel?
Kai, how
Always
you
taking
feeling,
L's.
bro?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, bro.
You feeling like taking call-ins, or you want to just wrap it up here? We'll save what
Um,
we'll do
I mean,
next stream.
we can take a call in or two. I don't
All
mind.
right, let me send a link out then. I'll put the link into the description, not description, in the chat for you guys. If you want to have a say, come on in, have a say. Let us know what you think about everything we talked about. It's been a big, packed week of football. A lot has happened between, Liverpool just getting smacked by West Ham. Fucking Zuma. Zuma scored the goal. You know that, right? Big
Yeah,
happy Zuma. Big happy
yeah,
Zuma and the set piece master, bro. Scored the
happy
goal.
man.
I kind of miss him a little bit,
I
but
don't miss him
we
whatsoever,
move.
bro.
We move. I like this personality though. He was a good guy.
That's
He was good for
personal.
Chelsea. I
That's
didn't
great,
want
bro.
him to go. I didn't want him to go, but I understood that we needed to improve and he was the weakest link, you know?
That's Marshall. That's great, man. That's like a fat girl who tells good jokes, man. Just because she tells good jokes doesn't mean I want to fuck her, bro.
He was good for the club, all right? He had his strengths, but it wasn't in Tuchel's shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Liverpool losing, Man City just clapping Man United, which we all expected.
Yo.
We all expected that. Gundogan was captain for that game over Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has not been doing very well this season so far, but it's Kevin De Bruyne. We all know he'll step up. And then what else happened? This Leicester tied. Leicester's game dropped
Yeah, Leicester's a
completely.
big one. Did you hear that? What's his name is going to United?
Who are you
Brendan
going talking
Rodgers.
about? Rodgers,
Apparently,
possibly
apparently
United.
Rodgers is going to United, bro.
Wow, that would be interesting. Rodgers
Yeah.
has a very unique way of. Oh my God! I just looked at the table right now, Kai. Arsenal in fifth. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it's everybody's losing, bro. We're the only one who's consistent. Everybody else is like,
Arsenal in fifth. Wait, what is Arsenal's next run of games? What's Arsenal's? Oh, they have Liverpool next, then
Yeah.
Newcastle, then United, then Everton. All right, they won't be in fifth for very long.
yeah.
Yeah, they won't be in fifth for very long. But yeah,
Can't wait to play them next, man.
Kaya, I think we should just wrap it up. Guys,
Yeah.
make sure before we leave, you smash that like button. Like Kai said earlier, we're going to be doing a different format. We'll be doing a weekly show where me and him just talk about Chelsea, wrap up the week, and see what we think. It's going to be fun. This is a very good first show. We might do something for international break, Kai. I don't know. I think we'll decide on that over the. We'll see how
Yeah,
that
if something
goes.
interesting happens, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see what we
'Cause
can talk about even.
According to Goldbridge, there might be something interesting going on with United soon.
Oh boy,
There's a lot of link with Zidane, Rogers. So you never know, man. We might have some tasty treats in the
maybe
international break.
Fucking the sixth manager to get sacked in the Premier League, bro. This fucking league is ruthless. But yeah, guys, make sure you smash the like button. If you're watching this in the future, leave a comment down below. If you're brand new to the channel, subscribe. A lot of new things coming up for you guys. This new show and other stuff like that. Check out the links in the description to see Kai on KH No Filter Twitter, my channel, and the Discord. Join the Discord. Hang out with us.
Making Matlaw sad
Making
by dissing
Matlaw
his Villa,
sad.
man. Bro, he gave me like
His
a list
manager
of
got
managers. He gave me a list of managers. Yeah, he was like, those managers are great. And I looked up their honors, man. Like the best one just won one FA Cup, and it was with Manchester fucking United, bro. It wasn't even with Aston Villa, man.
Ollie,
so I'm sorry, I don't
about Ollie.
respect. No. He's talking about manager who used to manage United from Villa in the 90s.
Oh my
Managed
God!
Villa
Okay,
as
that's a
well.
while ago, man. That's
what I
Jesus
said,
Christ.
bro. That's in my whole lifetime. Villa was just like a fucking Pac-Man treat, bro. For the top six, just
Pac-Man
take
treat,
take
Jesus
top
Christ.
like 3 points off of. Anyway, people, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for joining us. This new platform. I think it's better. I think it's more fluid. We're gonna keep doing it that way. If you like
YouTube is
this,
going to improve as well.
yeah, so YouTube is gonna improve. We're gonna improve. Everybody is gonna improve. Hopefully, Oli will improve, and he'll stay in the job, and he'll never win a Premier League again. You know, I don't know. Do you remember the last time there was red ribbons? Okay, Liverpool, but
No.
besides Liverpool, I can't remember the last time. But
Very.
anyway,
It's
people,
almost been a decade.
yeah. Anyway, people, take care of yourself. Take your vitamins. Don't do drugs. Stay away from the 3 a.m. girls, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.